I've been broken for a while, but let me tell you about the day that fixed me. So, Enhypen have been my favorite K-pop group for a while, and I recently got to see them in concert. I'd never been to an actual concert before, but given how long I'd admired Enhypen, which has been like 5 years at this point, I thought I might take the opportunity to see them live. At first, getting tickets for the event was not a serious thought. I just happened to hear that they were going on tour in the US and wanted to see if they were going to be anywhere near me, and oh my god, they're coming to LA! I called my dad, pretty much shaking from excitement, and before I knew it, I got him to buy tickets. The thing that I thought was never gonna happen was actually gonna happen, and it felt surreal. Fast forward to the day of the event, the fact that I was going to see Enhypen didn't start sinking in until we actually got near the stadium. People around the area were dressed really nicely, some even dressed as references to album concepts or past performances, and holding signs and pickets they would hold up during the concert. I also want to mention that I saw someone dressed as the Lorax and another person as Mystery from K-pop Demon Hunters, which was really silly, but hats off to them for making the experience more fun. A lot of people were dressed really nicely for the concert, and it honestly felt so strange to be surrounded by so many people that like the same group that I do. This experience, being surrounded by so many people in the same fandom, was so surreal, but also really awkward. Being surrounded by people with a common interest is usually a chance to connect with people and make friends, but because I suck at talking to people, I could only admire these fellow Enhypen fans, also known as engines, from afar. It was really sad. There was this one time before the concert started, I was at Chick-fil-A and there were a bunch of other people who were also going to see Enhypen, as you would expect before a concert. There was this girl in front of me in line with a Jake picket, and because Jake is my bias, I tried making eye contact with her and complimenting her picket, but I ended up missing the timing and only caught a quick glimpse of her face. I still wonder to this day if I made her uncomfortable by looking at her or if she didn't even notice my existence. God, why is talking to people so hard? Anyway, when I got in the stadium, the anticipation started to build. Not only was I going to be breathing the same air as Enhypen, but I was going to watch them perform, live. I still couldn't believe it. Then, the concert started. The speakers were blasting music, everyone was screaming, and I was losing my mind. That's Enhypen! They're right there! Oh my god! Granted, my seat was pretty far from the stage, as you can see in this photo, but I still had a really good time. I jammed out to all the songs they performed, shaking my light stick to match the beats. For those of you who aren't familiar, K-pop concerts have light sticks for fans so that they can cheer for the group they're watching while they perform. Cheering during the concert was honestly a pretty vigorous arm workout, especially since I was also holding my phone to record the performances, and the concert went on for like 2.5 hours, and when it was over, my arms hurt so much I could barely move them. That's not an exaggeration, I really was that weak. There's a song called Go Big or Go Home. It's one of my favorite songs, and it's pretty upbeat, so when they performed it, I went absolutely feral. I was singing along at the top of my lungs, aggressively shaking my light stick, and just having the most fun I've ever had. And since we're on the topic of their songs, there's another song called Moonstruck, and it's my favorite Enhypen song, so when they performed it, I also went feral, and hearing it live was a really meaningful experience. Also, I didn't realize until halfway through the concert that I could adjust the exposure on my videos, so a majority of the videos I took were too bright and you can barely see the members. RIP to all those performances, especially the one from Moonstruck. By the time the concert ended, I was a sweaty, tired mess. As soon as I got back to my hotel room, I took a shower and immediately went to bed because I had pretty much no energy left to do anything else, and also it was 11 p.m. Seeing my favorite K-pop group in concert was such a special moment in my life, and I won't ever forget it. I don't think I'll see them again for a while because as fun as this event was, I'm really tired. However, if I do get to see them again, I'll use my experience during this concert to have an even better time at the next one. For those of you who stay till the end, I want to show you guys something magnificent I discovered while I was in Japan. And yes, it's Enhypen related, which is why I'm putting it in this video. So there was this event that happened called Osaka Expo, where different countries come to Osaka and show off their latest achievements in culture and technology. I happened to visit Korea's exposition, being a K-pop fan and an appreciator of Korean culture, and I saw something interesting in the video they showed. Take a look. Did you see it? That's Enhypen! I wondered which group they would choose to showcase their pop culture, and they chose Enhypen! Enhypen are so popular, they've been chosen as the face of K-pop. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. Bye.